Alright, welcome back to another Koenchi-shan Reviews, the manga show. This is episode 9, my friends, and we are over at Gallery of Hakaba at Nakano Broadway for the Junji Ito event. Everything in this showcase is Kaigai, foreign release stuff. Stuff that was released in Germany or America or somewhere else, not for Japan sale. And also, most of the artwork on the walls, most of the prints were not for sale as well. But you'll see what was for sale here in a bit. But, love me some Tomie. It is always cool seeing Junji Ito's original artwork. And even, the really high quality prints as well. It's at least bigger than a little tankobon, like most of my Junji Ito collection, with the exception of maybe Venus in the Blind Spot. These were also not for sale, but this is some of the color prints and original pieces up. Tomie again. And these ones are for sale over. A lot of them are limited edition prints. The Soichi is so cool. Those are all limited to 100, signed and numbered. I have that. From the Mary Art Gallery event in Yokohama earlier this year. I bought some artwork when I was down there, as many of you know. And one thing that I got was the Kago Shintaro, as well as the Ito Junji. Prints and original artwork. This is that Amabie on the left, that yokai character is, of course, Junji Ito, but Bug Boy here, of course, is Hino Hideshi. That was the last one. I bought that. So, you cannot have it. It's mine. Some booze. They always make wines over at Gallery of Hakaba. They had some Hokuto no Ken wines for one event, some Mazinger wines for another event. This little corner is the City Hunter corner that they had. Oh, there's Cat's Eye. City Hunter on the left, Cat's Eye on the right. And then these are some of the newer releases by Junji Ito. And these figures are not for sale yet, but they are, of course, the Uzumaki figures. These are Nagare. This is something different. And this is what I picked up while I was over there. I got a bunch of the can badges, the pins that you see down here in the left-hand corner. They're all blind bags, so you don't know what you get. These are all acrylic blocks, little cards. And then these are acrylic keychains. So I'll have some of that stuff available here in the near future. I got a case, a card case, got some Hino bags. My Lovely Monster. I got a My Lovely Monster tattoo recently on my leg. That's pretty fun. The Bug Boy bag. Those are free stickers that they gave out. That's a stack of all the little blind bags that I got. Flyers. Some clear folders are under there as well. I don't know if we can see them. And that's about everything I picked up while over at the Junji Ito event at Gallery of Hakaba at Nakano Broadway. Right, we're still over here at Nakano Broadway, but now I'm going to check out some stuff for myself at Mandarake on the 3rd floor and Mandarake Mania on the 4th floor here at Nakano Broadway. I've been wanting to get Erotic Engineering by Terada right here, but 11,000 is a bit high. I think I can find it cheaper if I keep on digging out at shops, checking online. I don't buy a lot of stuff at Mandarake for resale. I rarely ever. It's usually for personal, or I come over here to kind of get ideas of what they have, because, of course, people can buy directly through Mandarake, I do want that right there in the middle. The Maruo Hanawa Muzan-e, or the Bloody Ukiyo-e, the collection of Ukiyo-e 1 panels. It's really good. And this price, I think it's 7,700 yen. Not a bad price. I've seen it go for a lot more online before. It's a hard one to find in good condition. Some horror stuff, some Kawasaki Yukio, the girl right there. I've been eyeing that. Okoshi, I've been eyeing that. And of course, Miyaya, rest in peace on the right, the super biking. I need that for my collection of Miyaya. I have quite a bit of his works, and you gotta scoop them up now, man. Once they pass away, they're not gonna get released for a while, if at all. At least in my experience. Still waiting for something to happen with Hirata Hiroshi. Check out these perfect editions of 14. I think these are the perfect editions. Someone's going to correct me. But 12,000 yen for that set. And I already have 14. But, oh God, it's such a beautiful set. Some Otomo down here. I need to pick up Good Weather still. It's not that expensive, but I didn't grab it today. You can see they have a couple copies there. I was looking for Koike stuff and Kojima Goseki stuff. I did buy a couple volumes of stuff. I cannot remember what though. At some point, I need to get Lone Wolf and Cub in a really nice set. But there's so many versions out there. I've been looking for this, the Bosozoku Retsuden or something like that. It's a 3-volume complete series, $50 on motorcycle gangs. Looks really fun. I think it came out in the mid 80s. I've been looking for it online for a while. That price is okay, but I don't know, man. Here's a bunch of Hino stuff. You know, I'll probably end up going back. I mean, Motorcycle Gang manga, come on. You need that. You need that in the collection. Some Fukushima down here, Saint Muscle. So the BL shop, they turned into now it's BL slash shoujo. So now there's one place in Nakano Broadway where you can go for all your shoujo needs, which is rad. Because before it was all scattered all over the place. But now they have it all combined into one shop. Now we're up here on the 4th floor, Mandarake Mania. Always gotta check out the showcase, Akira World, Akira Club, Kaba. I need Kaba 2 still. And I will eventually. I actually came specifically to pick up some manga magazines, but they didn't have any of the volumes I was looking for. I'm looking for a 1974 volume of Shonen Sunday that's super hard to find, and they did not have it. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because it is my quest right now to get one issue that is insane. And at some point, I am going to get that issue. Some Kamimura. Man, there's so much good stuff. Some Sato Masaaki. I got a Ken Tsukikage. I got Erotic Hunter. Really good. This is all the Hibari stuff. And now we're in the Kashihon section where we will wrap up our look at Mandarake. That Kaidan and the other one are really cool. Those are great covers, but those are the higher, the 50s and 60s. My good buddy wants 1 through 15. Those are really hard to find, but I am trying, my friend. And I want this. The Cemetery is Calling, but $330, man. And that, my fine friends, is my walkthrough, Mandarake and Mandarake Mania at Nakano Broadway. Alright, and here's a quick look at the homies' release party for Volume 4 of Dose. My buddy Sean Ellis does it together with John Gebbia. It's a really fun comic book series, ultra violent, really wild, and they partnered up with our Friends Bar sub store here in Koenji to hold a party, and they also partnered up with Takoshe, the import bookstore at Nakano Broadway, so they had a booth up there as well. There's me all bug-eyed, looking all stupid and stuff, but who cares? We had a blast over at that event. Check out Dose. I picked up all 4 issues. It's awesome. And if you're ever in Koenji, stop by Substore. It's a really fun music-based bar. Great place to hang out. All right. Now let's take a look at some of the manga I picked up this month. Sorry, there's a little bit of an echo in the room. There's probably some banging outside. There's construction going on here in Koenji around my house. It's wild. We're going to be doing some construction here in a couple months. Hopefully I'll have a better space to work out of by then. Who knows? But for now, what can you do? Anyways, The Psychic Girl. This is the Hatsuban. This is the original press from 1985. It's pretty rad. I know that the American ones, I guess there's a flipped version. I don't know. I don't know the details of like, of the American releases. I only know really the Japanese stuff. Of course, Ikegami, Ryoichi, and Kuro Kazuya. Kawaii. Starts off with her having a dream, a nightmare, a reoccurring nightmare. And that's about all I've read so far. I got to like here. I haven't had time to read anything these days. I've barely been reading at all. I mean, I read one. I try to read one book a day, basically. And then I have some like kind of mandatory reading I do every morning, like just stuff that I'm trying to get through. But these covers are really cool, right? I hear in our Discord, Koenji-shan reviews, that the ending isn't so good, but we shall see. I'm still going to read them all at some point here. I'm going to go on summer vacation the end of August for 2 weeks. So hopefully during that time, I will be able to get some reading done. It depends on what. I'm going to pretty much take text-heavy stuff with me, though, because, yeah, I can't haul like 50 books with me on vacation. But I am going to haul some down. This one I'm not going to open for you. This is some Goblin Moriguchi. And Keiko here is pretty wild. I will be doing a video of this on the Patreon. So if you want to go over to the Patreon, Koenji-shan Reviews, $1 a month, you can check it out over there. It is pretty wild and pretty sexy. A bunch of shorts, I think, I don't know, 7 or 8 stories in here. Pretty fun stuff, man. All right, she's got a powerful coochie. What else? My Sato Masaaki hunting is continuing, this time with Erotic Hunter. This looks so sick. I actually kind of splurged on this for myself. Love me some sexy spy action. I mean, everyone loves Go-Go 13, right? Maybe we will skip the nudie parts for YouTube here. But yeah, someone mentioned it's a shame he is so underrated in the West and never really got any English releases, because his stories, especially Star of David, New Star of David, I've talked about him on the Patreon before, I've mentioned him here, are wild, so wild. Torture, sex, and murder. And so it's kind of nice to read some of his stuff that's a little bit more tame. Is Erotic Hunter tame? Well, it's tame for him. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have... I forgot that I had this. This is one of those Gendai Comics Volume 5, and this is all Sato Masaaki. It's right down here by my feet all the time. Forgot all about it. Was looking down one day and I'm like, wait, what is that? These series have the best, like, front 10 pages or so. So now I gotta read this. This is probably, but it's so heavy. I gotta bring light books with me. Maybe I'll just bring a whole bunch of Bunkos with me on vacation. Yeah. But this looks pretty fun as well. I think I picked this up before I even knew who Sato Masaaki was. Anyways, I've had this for a long time. That's not a recent pickup, but some more stuff I picked up recently. I've been buying tons and tons of Nagai Go stuff because I had a whole bunch of stuff for sale. And I got the Henshin Pokoida. Here, look at Henshin Pokoider. This is a 2-volume set. This is only volume 1. I actually sold my 2-volume set, and then I remembered that my local bookstore, Sankakuyama, she had 2 copies of one. So I bought the 2-volume set, I sold that, and then I went back this weekend to get this one for myself, because eventually I'll track down volume 2 too, I guess, because it's fun. It's a fun, cute one. And there's some weird stuff going on in it. like this. Dun 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 dun. Henshin Pokoida. I don't think that's the actual song. I just made that up. Hatsuban. Well, so okay. So this is the first. This is the Hatsuban, ne? No, this one is. So this is the first volume 2 of Cutie Honey from 1974. And then this volume 1, I couldn't find another Hatsuban of volume 2 in good condition. This was the re-release. The re-release from Showa 57, so 1982. But yeah, actually, I think these are sold already. But I bought these to sell. I have an omnibus version of Cutie Honey for myself. Some Umes. We'll take a look at some Umes. I finally picked up Ultraman. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't realize it, but my wife was saying that the first Ultraman, actual Ultraman licensed version was from 2014, which the new Netflix anime is based on. I don't know. Not a huge Ultraman, like, I don't know all of the details. You know, I know there's Ultraman original, and then after that, that was in the 60s, and then after that was Ultraman 7, and then there was new Ultraman, and there's so many, can't keep track of them all, but this is Umes, not the greatest condition as you can see. Someone spilled their coffee on it or caught it on fire or some shit. But, love me some kaiju action. And the artwork is, I mean, it's Umes. It's amazing. Ho ho ho. Choo choo. Ha 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 ha. So I could probably zip through this pretty quickly. I just don't know how that Ultraman licensing worked. I need to study up. I have a bunch of like Ultraman Zukons and like Kaiju Zukons, like the encyclopedias of Kaiju and Ultraman, a bunch of Ultraman books because people like to buy them. I just need to sit down one day and just start reading through. And then I'll know a little bit more about Tokusatsu and I'll know a little bit more about the Ultraman series, but I need to find some fucking time to do that. The little pop-up bookstore had a few things this week. The pop-ups haven't been that good lately, though. You know, actually, I have this whole series somewhere. Haru no Shippo, or Seishun no Shippo. This is the complete set. I bought this for myself, but this cover is so sick. This Series 5 cover, I was like, I gotta pick it up. It is just too rad. And wild. It's a whole bunch of things. Seishun no Shippo series. Seishun. Of course, Kazuo Koike and Jin Hirano. This was owned by somebody named, I don't know. I can't even read that handwriting, man. A few more things that I got. Might as well keep it going. I mean, I'm trying to, I know it sounds like I'm padding the video, right? Just padding the video, go to a couple events, show you a little bit of manga. What do you expect me to do? Trying my best over here, people. Another Hanawa. I got this hardcover edition with the slipcover. Really nice condition. And you can never have too much Hanawa in your life. This was released probably around 89. Why don't I check? 86. But like I said, I always say if I could find Hanawa or Maruo in hardcover, used at a decent price, I always pick them up. I got quite a bit of Eroguro this month because of my Yamano Hajime current obsession. There's some yokai occurrences in this. I try to keep the prawn off of YouTube here. This is SM Spirits, the same people who do SM Sniper and SM Eve. But check this out. Wow, who's that? Harukawa Namio. And not too sexy to show on here. Can't wait for the event in September. It's going to be rad. I think there's one more. One more pick in here. If I can get the page open. Hey. A little foot-licking action. There's some other weird and wild stuff in these too, but obviously gotta save it for the Patreon. Here's something I don't have to save for the Patreon though that I found. The Secret of Kawaii Ribbon Furoku. So cute! So, you know, like in the girls, like in the shoujo mangas or in the shoujo manga magazines, they'll have like little cardboard pop-out things that you can make into toys. It's a whole series. There's tons of these here in Japan. The kids love them. I don't like buying them for them because they usually end up turning into garbage. They end up getting, you know, banged up and just end up in the garbage eventually. It feels a little bit wasteful. But the ones that come free with the monthly and weekly manga magazines were always really popular with the girls. And this is basically a dictionary or encyclopedia of them by different artists, different mangaka. Ai Yazawa, Min Ayahana. And of course, it wouldn't be a ribbon furoku proper, you know, thing if it didn't give you some instructions and if it didn't have some in the back. There we go. I bought this to sell, but it is pretty damn cute. I gotta hide it from my daughter. She'll take that from me. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think this came out not so long ago. I want to say around 2014 or something like that. You know what? I was looking for the date. I couldn't find the date. Couldn't find the date at all. And I scored. I mean, I've been looking for some Yamano Hajime, who I misread and said Yamano Ichi. Weird. Buddy over at Japanese Avant-Garde Books told me today that he had played music with him, with Yamano, about 10 years ago. Wild stuff. Very cool. These I can obviously not show you the inside of. They're eroguro to the extreme, very wild, hard to find. Haven't seen them on the Mandarake website or in the shops ever for sale. They get scooped up so quickly. I happened to find a seller selling a huge set, pretty expensive. Was able to talk them down a little bit, but they're still expensive. I mean, but these covers are pretty wild. Eroguro, some horror, some just psychedelic stuff going on in the stories, some sexy time, a little bit of everything. Depends on the volume. I think that Pangea, I want to say, was mostly stories from the 80s and 90s in Garo, and also in Magazine Ban. Sorry about the cut there. Someone came to the door, had to answer it really quick. Yeah, getting back, this is Flash, and it is, as it says in the title, an ex-Western. Lots of killing, lots of nudity and sexy time, and it is wild. I think there's a few volumes of this that Tanaka did, but it's pretty fun stuff. I actually got this for myself at the pop-up. It was only $1.50, 150 yen. So yeah, it's pretty fun. The opening spread kind of tells you a lot about it. Gunslinging, spaghetti western, love it. Kind of reminds me of who did it? Guillaume, Blueberry, the French. It's a western set in the Old West, but kind of spaghetti western style. But by the French comic artist. I have a couple of them over here, but I don't read French. But I have some Droulet. I have a few things. I have a few things over there. But yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 volumes of this. I don't know. I'm gonna start trying to track them down. Published by Morning KC Deluxe. Yeah, it's really fun stuff. So, and $1.50, you can't go wrong. And these are more Yamano Hajime, but these are these ones are a bit easier to. I can show you some of the insides of these. Not as eroguro, a bit gaggy. This is the 4-volume set, and then these are the same. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2. But these are in the larger format. These are in the traditional tankobon format. It was all part of a set, so I kind of scored there. So the covers are looking pretty crazy. I think I could show the insides of these. At least this one here. Oh no, mokushi maybe? I don't know what it means. Like maybe I kind of tried to look it up really quick and I'm like, whatever dude. I haven't even read it yet, so I kind of don't care. Nekojiru makes an appearance. Gag stuff. I'll probably keep these for myself. Let's see if there's anything else. Those eyeballs remind me of some Kandamori. Yeah, there's some fun stuff in these though. And this is Yonchomei no Yuhi. Also, Yamano Hajime. A bit more gaggy, less eroguro, I think. Hopefully I won't flip a page and find out otherwise, but what can you do? Pretty cool art though. Looking pretty fun. Some Boso Zoku biker gang dudes. And that, my fine friends, is some of the stuff I picked up over the last week. It's been pretty wild around here as far as my manga shopping has been going, because I buy for resale, I buy for myself, I buy special requests, people request things, and then I try to track that stuff down. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of stuff coming in and out. This is a little bit of what I have gotten recently. It's really fun doing this, my friends. Sorry it's taking me so long to get out these videos. I was first trying to do it every 2 weeks. Now I'm trying to do it every 3 weeks. This time it's going to be like 3 weeks and 3 or 4 days. You know how it goes. But I will keep making the videos right here for the YouTube channel, and I will keep on making videos for the Patreon page. And until next time, my fine friends, matane.